Dan, Peggy, it's nice to be here on the ranch, and we've got a beautiful view behind us, and you get to enjoy this every day. And 1 week out of the year, the whole world gets to come enjoy it if they choose to. And I'd like to talk to you a little bit about everybody coming this year. You know, there's a little bit of concern, and we all know that 2020 is going to be a different year, don't we? But tell us a little bit about it. I know that you submitted a plan to the Arkansas Department of Health. It was a very impressive plan, and I just want you to share with individuals what that plan entails.
Well, Judge, the head of the plan was Terry Paul, wasn't
Terry
it?
Paul.
Terry Paul, real nice, and helped us go through the plan. And Peggy, you can tell more about the plan than.
Well, yeah, Dapple worked really hard. She was the one really who did all of this, but the first plan she submitted, he said, well, you need to address this, and so she went back and, we changed up some things. Like he was concerned, or the department was concerned with, like we last year had a free breakfast, and he said, now it's really going to be hard to socially distance and keep people away, so we took that off. So this year we're not going to do a breakfast. And he told us about how to separate people for the concerts and for the seating arrangements and all. And so down on the bluff, when people put their tents up, or their little easy up camper or tent things, he said keep them 3 feet apart. Well, we're putting ours 4 feet apart. Now there may be 2 or 3 together that you see, but they're all family or camper groups considered a family unit. So everything that they've asked us to do, we've tried to do a little more than what they asked.
When I spoke with him, he told me, he acknowledged that you guys were really easy to work with, that everything that they asked for, that you returned even more, so that everyone should feel safe coming and enjoying the Chuckwagon races. So we've looked at your trailers and how you set those out to distance families out, and we've looked at how many canopies you have on your hillside and the distance between those. And we were talking, some of those canopies are 20 feet apart,
Right, yeah.
10 feet apart. Dan, just how many people are going to come to the wagon races, follow your rules, and leave sick?
I don't think there'll be any. If we thought they would be, if we thought it was danger, I don't believe we could have it. We're inviting people to come, and we're going to invite them to come to a safe place. And we kind of want to be free. If you're thinking somebody's getting too close to you, we've got the right back up from them. Don't get too close if you don't know them. And riding your horses, you can't ride 2 feet to a horse. You might get kicked. The horses will be at least 3-4 feet apart, so they'll be safe. If you're on a horse, you'll be safe. And setting, you can see how our setting we'll be away from people far enough. I think it'll be safe.
And these people coming in, they don't want to get sick either. So, I mean, they might be a little afraid to come to Clinton, but, they're coming, but they're going to keep their distance.
Sure. So, Dan, what would you say if someone were to ask the question, well, why are some functions like the county fair not going to be conducted this year, but the wagon races still are, and it's a much larger event?
Judge, I think maybe because we've got so much acreage, counting the Barrow Elf and the JN Ranch that joins us here, that we use theirs, and with that combination, we'll have around 1,500 acres that we're spread out in camping and riding. And counting some of the trail rides, we could put in 2,000 acres. Going some of the trail rides on the timber company and things on the power lines. And, so I think we're spread out enough. That's one of the reasons why.
How far is one camp distanced from another camp?
We usually figure 70 feet. We rent some campsites out on the Bradley Creek campsite ground we call, and we give them 70 feet between camps.
So let me ask you this: is there any event that's been planned at Oaf Ranch during the National Championship Chuckwagon Races that you have not looked at and considered a safety plan for?
No.
I can't. I know.
No.
No.
So Dapple broke down every event, every day, and wherever it was going to be, we figured out how much area and 66% capacity, and we'll never get those numbers. Like at the arena, I forget how many people we could have at the arena. Well, we won't have that many people there, and for like camping for the whole deal, it was an ungodly number, like
60,000.
or it's more than that.
70,000
we could have that many people. And if we ever get that many, they'll probably be the last one because we're going to retire.
We quit.
We're going to retire.
So you were talking about your kids' events. Tell what you have available for kids and the whole family. And
this is we started out as when we were young. We hooped and hollered and partied back then when we first got married, and then we had our children. We started calming down, and now we've got our grandchildren, and we're really calming down. And we provide now. Of course, we can't race. We want to see our grandchildren race, and not just race, but do horse events. We've got horse events, and we've got all kinds of little rodeo events on Saturday night, and then we've got a pre-show down here with the little kids riding the little ponies. They're racing in front of the big crowds. They're the man of the hour. They're happy. They've got a little pony. They're spanking him and spanking old Coco trying to win. And it's a family deal now. We've got a lot of older people come with grandkids and to see their grandkids. And our flag presentation, it's wonderful. It's the local people. Darla McJunkins is heading it up this year. Gosh, it's nice. We've got how many kids
17 kids.
17 kids with 17 flags, American flags. And they crisscross and do some maneuvers for the opening ceremonies. For opening ceremonies.
It's impressive.
It's pretty impressive.
Those kids have worked really hard.
They've worked hard, and it's just something else that our kids can do. They can play ball and fish and hunt and ride horses. We live in the wonderful place in the world that we can do that here, and we want to enjoy that. We're for the kids.
So, Dan and Peggy Eoff understand that we're in a different year, and you understand that some people may have some concerns about what they do this year and whether or not they should come and participate this year. What would be your bottom line to them?
I guess we'd invite them to come out and look, and they won't lose their money if they come out and look. They look around. They said, I don't believe this is safe. They go to the gate. They'll refund their money. I mean, we're not going to trap them in here that they have to stay. And I think it'll be a safe place for them. If they're not, we'll refund their money and thank them. Maybe come back next year when it's over.
Yeah, Mr. Good from Cash Saver Grocery is going to have like grocery deliveries. You call by 9 o'clock, say like Sunday night, and they will deliver to the bunkhouse at noon on the next day. And he's going to do that pickup Monday through the final Saturday.
Wow.
We've also added a gas station down here. We sell ice down here. And we sell hay. Virgil Dean Lemon sells our hay, good hay. Joel Kirkendall sells ice. And we've added a gas station right down here at the bottom. Now, jugs only, generators only.
Yeah,
it's
not
unbelievable
fill up your vehicles.
how many gallons of gasoline goes through them generators to keep cool at night. Everybody's got a generator now.
Yeah.
And so we're going to fill up there where you can get your groceries, you can get gasoline here. It's that good gasoline for your generator.
So you cleared off some more land this year, didn't you?
Yes, we traded for. Me and Randy McCaslin made a little land trade, and we traded for what we call the lay place, which is the old bricky place, and that was established in 1830 up here. And the old bricky fort, where they had a big fort up there, and Bricky Cemetery, and we cleaned that off. We're cleaning it off. We've got about 80 acres of new crown new campground there. Joins the river. Got some beautiful sights up on the hill. We've got the big old, our truck got stuck up on the rock there. People can see. And we've got a Jesus cross up there. We had a good place to put that. And the flag on top of the bluff. And it's really pretty. We'd really like to invite the local people to drive by and see it. We're going to ride our horses up there and take pictures. But there are going to be about 100 more acres, 80 to 100 more acres we'll be able to camp on. Well, we got the Garrett place. That'd be about 100 acres more we're going to be able to camp on this year than we had before.
So you have more room to socially distance.
That's right. That's right.
We've got Dr. Coward's clinic. We have Lisa Edwards and 2 other nurse practitioners. We have another nurse practitioner who is I can't think what they call it, infectious disease. She studied up on this COVID stuff. She's going to be here all week. Lisa Edwards out of Dr. Coward's office is going to have a clinic open, like a walk-in clinic at the bunkhouse on, I think it's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then maybe up here on top Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, in case somebody gets sick, overheats, or
feels bad,
if they get to feeling bad. Then we're going to find out. She's going to test and make sure, and if they do have symptoms of COVID, then they'll be asked to leave the premises.
Immediately isolated.
Yeah, they'll be isolated. So that part of your plan really stuck out to me, that you had hired a staff of medical professionals to be here on site, that should anyone question whether or not there has been exposure, they can go to that medical professional and discuss things with them, and do whatever needs to be done right then.
Well, if you're in the camp and you feel bad, you need to be checked out and get out of your camp.
So I guess we're saying that even though it's a large event, I think this is the first large event that was approved by the Arkansas Department of Health.
I think that's what he said.
School's back underway with in-class instruction, and there are a lot of reasons for a lot of people to be concerned, but you've done your part here to ease all those concerns, and we appreciate you guys for doing what it takes to keep Van Buren County safe. I think when people hear all the protective measures that have been put into place, both here and abroad, I hope this video gets shared thousands of times, that people will know that you can come to Van Buren County, you can enjoy yourself even in a pandemic, leave just as safe as you came, and go back a richer person for it.
Judge, I want to say about putting this on, I've mentioned this before, about Dan Eoff's wagon race. It's not Dan Eoff and Peggy, it's our community. When they come here and they see all the people that help us and polite they are when they go to town, our people are polite. It's not like going to a city. I heard one of our vendors say, "Boy, you've got the politest people." They come up and say thank you for some ketchup or stuff like that. And I think it's because of our community being polite, and everybody's working and having a good time. And it's not just us, it's all of us, It's the people that work, the girls that work at the Western Sizzling, it's the people that work at the Huddle House are nice, and we're proud of them.
We're really blessed to live here.
Yeah, we are.
Yes, we really are. Look at what God's blessed us with here.
And I forget, we counted one time, I think we had 22 gates from here up the river, going to the river. There's not a one of them got a lock on them. Their people are welcome here, Except during the wagon race, they got to have a little table. But after that, you're welcome to come fish and float the river, and them kids will come, neighbors' kids will come off. Jamie Beavers, his old boys would come down, and Derek Coster, they'd come ride them. We're open.
Dan, Peggy, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you for
Thank
coming
you, Judge,
and
for
giving us
coming
an
out.
opportunity.